I got a compilation type album just with assorted artists from the city and the Bay. You know what I mean? That I've been wanting to put on and let them get heard.
So earlier I heard that you said we. When you say we, you mean Tone Capone. So are you saying that you and Tone Capone did the beats on the product?
Yeah, Tone Capone did a lot of that shit on the product. He did In the Hood, my solo song that I got the hip hop quotable for. He did all the hot shit. Gangsta Matic, what's that? Too Real for TV. He did so many of them. He did a lot of tracks on it. He did a lot of them, if not half the album. He did at least half the album. You know what I'm saying? What Tone did definitely set the tone for the album too.
Yeah.
He definitely set the tone. I feel like with In the Hood and all that, how, you know what I'm saying, we had that joint ready before the product was even thought of.
So how did you link up with Tone Capone?
I linked up with Tone just being in the rap game. Quinn was working with him. Quinn was doing that thing with J.R. Ryder at that time, you remember? I Give You My Word, I think was the CD with the Giants on it. It was
what year was that, like 2003?
Yeah, probably about 2003. He was over there with J.R. Ryder, and they was putting out a project. And Tone had heard me. I think I did a song on Quinn shit, and Tone wanted to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get the nigga Hen. Quinn finally put the shit together. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if he got at me through Quinn. That nigga found me somehow.
Yeah.
He found his way to get to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to say it was Quinn though, just because that's what I can think of. You know what I mean? Well, we finally got together, man, and we've been rocking ever since, man. Shout out Tone Capone.
So how did you get the link with Scarface though and the other members of the product?
Well, you know, of course, Tone made Smile for Tupac and Scarface. He made I Got Five on it. You know, Tone was always fucking with Rap a Lot, just, you know, producing Mary Jane for Face. Let's just start from there. He made Mary Jane for Scarface, one of Face's biggest songs. And, you know, and shit for Sieg. You know, Rap a Lot had Seagram, y'all remember? You know, then I Got Five on it with the Loonies. Yuck ended up going to Rap a Lot, so that relationship never went anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was an easy alley-oop. Same way how Tone got to me, that's how we got to Face. Him playing Face some of my shit, you know what I mean? Over the phone, Face, you got to hear my young guy. Face heard that, man, get that nigga down here, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The rest was history. He was still, I always say this, but he was still the president of Def Jam South at the time. You know, I'm just trying to paint the timeline. You know what I mean? So he was still doing that. So before the product was even thought about, I did something on the Ghetto Boys Foundation album on a song called The 1, 2s, and the 3. And then he flew me down another time. That was just like a time to kick it and, you know what I'm saying, fuck it, I'm in the studio working on this. And then he still had a soundtrack he was in charge of on the Def Jam side.
Yeah.
So he flew me, Young Matt, to get into your other question with as far as how I get with the other guy in the product. He flew myself, Young Malice, and about 3 or 4 other guys from all over the country, you know what I'm saying? Some from Florida. I think Triple J was one of them. Nova Kane. There's a couple other cats from Miami. You understand what I'm saying? And he had us all. We just cranking out songs for a soundtrack. Whatever one y'all pick, you know, we making shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was our first introduction. And then out of that, he came up with an idea for a group. You know what I'm saying? And he picked me and my boy Young Malice out of Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And was y'all on Rap a Lot?
We were on Koch. That was Face's first time doing the whole independent thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, him and Jay as brothers. Jay wanted us now. I could say this too, Jay. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but you know, Jay, I heard Jay say, man, you should have brought them boys to me, man. You know, because it was such a family vibe, though, because when we first got to Houston, that's like our first stop, Rap a Lot.
Yeah.
Sat at Jay house. You know, I was watching Jay Jr. and them coming in out the, you know, the office when we was at the compound with all the cars up under there. You got the stretch Barrettes and stretch Ferraris and Lamborghinis up under that motherfucker. No cap.
Yeah.
Stretch PT Cruisers and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus the Rolls Royce, you know. You had a brand new Rolls Royce double eye in that motherfucker. We took the stickers off the window together.
Yeah.
Rolled the papados. Ate oysters on a half shell, man, in a brand new Rolls Royce Jack. You know what I'm saying? But it was always love.